All right. Good morning, everybody. Um, let's see. Today's class, we will be moving through lots of energy and making some space. It's a heavy, I don't know where you are, but here in Pennsylvania, it's rainy. It's a little bit overcast. I have a very bright light set up. Hopefully that'll work. And so we're going to move and create some space. Whoa. I'm in a live question space, which hopefully I can get back out of that so I can go back into where I was a second ago. Ah, here it is. Perfect. Yay. All right. Hi, Gloria. Good morning. All right. Good morning, Beth. So for today's class, if you have them, it could be helpful to have a block or two, and not necessary to have a block. The other thing that you could use would be a book. I don't happen to have a book. And we'll also have some modifications, so not really necessary for today's class. What you might really want to have is a blanket. We'll be moving into some hip opening later in the class, so a blanket would be great. And if you don't have a blanket, feel free to use a towel or even say a pillow would be perfect, especially if you have a firm pillow. Yay, good morning, Emily. All right, so we're gonna get started. You can take your seat, sit any way that's comfortable for you. For me, I really like sitting on a block to open up my legs. And you can sit, again, however is comfortable. Could be on a blanket, but just take a moment. Find your seat. Close your eyes if that works for you. And drop your attention and your energy inward. Start to notice the organic breath that is there for you already. And especially bring your awareness right now into the back body. So it might be physically moving yourself backwards so you can feel energy in the back of the body. Perhaps letting the weight shift down to get back. But create that deep inner listening. Notice all the sounds outside of you and around you. And start to notice how it feels as you listen to those sounds that are so far away. And then drop your energy and your awareness to listening to the sound that is closest to you. Something right outside of your skin. Especially if, I don't know if you can hear my 3-year-old daughter making so much noise downstairs, but many of us are in a background that can be distracting. So focus your energy inside to the sound that's closest to you. And then draw your energy all the way in. Can you listen inside? Can you hear the sound of your breath inside? Perhaps the beating of your heart. And as you listen this deeply to yourself from the inside, notice how just the act of observing, it's not a doing, just the act of noticing, of observing yourself, changes the subtle quality of your breath. Changes the perception inside. You may notice your breath making and opening new pathways just by breathing right here. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Celeste. Oh, I have so many friends here. Good morning. And feel that quality deep within. Notice what's naturally there right now. For me, I feel this, I think the word is hope. I feel this rising in my heart, this space in the back of my heart. Whatever it is that you feel, let that really call forward to the surface. Allow yourself to sit fully in that, and like a tea bag, like an essential infusion. Allow your breath to infuse that sensation through all of you. One more generous breath in. Let it out, exhale. Your hands onto your thighs. And we'll start first with an exaggerated version of a cat and dog tail, upright. So as you inhale, let the spine move to the front of the body. Open the front body, really reach your heart open. Exhale, reverse. You can have your hands on your knees if you want the support, or just hands resting on the thighs. Feel that coiling in, stretching out the back. Sometimes for me, I actually end up like reaching my arms forward, some type of tiger action. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Feel the arms pulling backwards. Feel the tail pulling backwards. And exhale, reverse. Press through the arms. Press through the hips. Lengthen the back. On your own breath rhythm, 2 more. Come into the center. Drop and press the base of the pelvis down. Feel your pubic bone, your sit bones. Bring your hands to the thighs. Press the thighs back. Inhale. On the exhale, press your right thigh. Oh, this is fun. Press your right thigh away and twist over to the left. Use the breath to move in and out of the twist as slow or quickly as you'd like. Inhale, release a bit. Exhale and deepen. One more, release and deepen. As you're here in the twist, feel your right sit bone. Press it wide to 3 o'clock and down onto your seat. Beautiful. You might feel a beautiful stretch there. And take your right arm, sweep it forward to the screen or the horizon, and bring it over your head. Take your fingertips of your left hand. If it works for you, keep them on your thigh or stretch them out beside you. Press down into the fingertips to anchor your right sit bone down. Inhale long. And then exhale, root down through your left hand and telescope your left ribs long. So find space. Beautiful. Cradle the back of your head. Let the head come back so there's space in the front of the heart. Feel as much space in the front of your body as the back. Oh my gosh, don't we all need some space these days? Inhale, lift up. Exhale and reach across. 2 more times. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Feel the heart ascending. As you exhale, wrap the back around the heart. Let the face of the heart turn down so the back of the heart, the back of the chest gets some space. Last one. Now, come open. Find the space to now you've got your strong waist. Relax the head down. And sweep your arm forward across the horizon again. Use your right arm. Find the space and reach away. So you're pulling the arm away and let the head drop. Release the neck. Maybe it takes a little dialing in. You might go a yes, no. I don't even know if it's a yes, no action. It's sort of just finding the space. For me, it's dropping my chin a little bit so I really can get release in the bands in the neck. Generous breath in for yourself. Find the length. Exhale, reach the arm away. Slowly pull yourself back up. Bring the hand to the side of your face and bring your head back up. Easy breath in. Settling down in the exhale, feel that rooting down inside. Same thing on the other side. Press the thighs away, inhale, lengthen. Root down with your left hand, twist to the right. Move in and out, inhale. As you exhale and twist, you might notice you can press your left knee away and the left hip points pull across. Create some space in the back body. Do that again. And twist. From here, widen the left sit bone, widen back to 9 o'clock. And then take your left arm, sweep it across the horizon, over the head. Yay. Fine. It's so sweet, these little hearts. I love them. Find space and length. Cradle the back of the head. Inhale, lift up, pull yourself up. It's heavy weather here in Pennsylvania. We can get really bogged down into our hips and our roots. Pull yourself up. Exhale, twist across, lengthen. Again, inhale and twist. Last one, inhale, let all the webbing of the arms lengthen. And then as you're here, reach the arm long, pull over, take the fingertips out to the side. Maybe it's just fingertips because if you're seating high. If it works for you, pull and traction the fingertips to lengthen your right side waist. Find space. So it's not that we get the left and collapse in the right, but find space. Beautiful. Inhale long, lengthen through the side waist, relax, and ease your right shoulder down, and then drop the head. So let the shoulder be so soft. In that space, stretch the arm across the horizon, and traction away. Find the space, adjust the head. You know, we all move and live in different environments. So notice what it is in your body. How does this feel best for you? Generous breath in. Exhale. Drop the head. Perhaps even letting the jaw be really easy. Keep the head soft and over to the side. Pull your left arm. Cradle your head. Bring yourself back up. Easy space for breath in and out. Move into some fluid tabletops. I'll show them to you from the side. And if you happen to have a block or even a book and you want to measure, so frequently we are going from tabletops and we stack our shoulders under our wrists. And as we do that, you can see they're actually like a little bit forward. So if you want to and you have a block, you can bring your hands back to find the 90 on the inside instead of the outside. Find some space. And if you can see my wildly hyperextending arms, soften the elbows. Firm the shins down. And find that same space. Inhale, open the heart, expand. Exhale, cattail. Now you can go nice and easy, nice and smooth and slow. And it's also a kind of mucky day, so if you want to, this can all be a form of breath work. Allow yourself to move a little faster. Find movement through the spine, press into the shins and hands, and feel that same action that we talked about. As you move forward, pull with the hands. Pull them back, let the heart move through the window of the arms. As you exhale, press away, lengthening and moving back body open. Two more. And then come right to the center. And here's where it's going to be fun. I'm going to face you so you can see. Take your right knee forward. Open the right foot out to the side. And then take your left knee through and widen the feet. So find lots of space here. I'm going to see if I can move this light down a bit so you can see more clearly. Wide hips. And then from here, take your hands and instead of having them facing forward, turn them backwards. So again, turn your hands forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. Find the space, keep rotating. You'll also notice eventually you'll stop tipping like a ship and your core will support you and you'll find neutral space. And then if you can, if it works for your body, turn the hands so your wrists are facing forward. And the same thing here as before, you have very hyperextended the ability to press your elbow joints forward, hug them backwards, and now move the weight forward. So even though your fingers are behind you, like you're going to bring your hand weight into the fingers in front of you. Circle the hips. Make right leg is in front, so make clockwise circles. And it's not the whole body, but we're really circling the clock of the pelvis. Moving into the side hips, and again, we already said that quality of moving hips out to 3 and 9. Find the whole direction. Many of us are spending way more time in seated spaces, seated positions. See if you can move it around, mix it up. And if you find a sticky spot, maybe you really sweep through that space. As you keep moving, notice the freedom of the spine, freedom of the throat, chest. Maybe you even really get this all the way to your head and neck. Move a few spaces counterclockwise. And then we're going to switch legs. If you wanted to take a walk, you could really switch a few times. Walk the legs all the way back, threading them through. Then walk all the way forward. And you'll end up with your left leg, and I know, it's like a hokey pokey. You'll end up with your left leg in front of the right. Snuggle your knees together, widen your shins. And this time, interlace all the fingers, press the palms forward, and stack the palms under your heart. In this space, now we already moved clockwise, we move counterclockwise. Go for it. Circle the hips, make space. And if you're stuck looking down at your hands, draw the gaze forward. Feel the heart move forward. And again, pull yourself forward, make space. Nice and easy. It's a little wonky, but who's gonna see you? You're in your house. Notice how much it moves. I don't know what it is about this, but as soon as I get into this tissue in my hips, it doesn't matter what temperature it is, instantly I am sweating. So enjoy a little warmth if that's there for you, and firm down through your hands. Learning to move the hands differently, making space, creating some pathways for energy. Beautiful. Come back, reverse. And then release the legs to neutral. And your choice of hand position, we're just going to revisit cat and dog in a speedy flow. So it could be that your fingertips are still forward. If you really liked that interlaced fingers, you could stay there. Or the fun one, reverse. Turn your wrist forward, soften. Especially if you do a lot of laptop work or hand work, this is incredible for opening up the windows of the shoulders, the windows of the wrist. Go for it, in. Notice the space inside, back of the body starting to soften, front of the body starting to lengthen, waking up the tissue. Breathing in as you look and reach forward, breathing out as you exhale. And then come back to neutral. Bring your fingertips forward. Tuck your toes under. Yes, downward facing dog. Soften the shins a lot so you have deep creases in your ankle and a soft bend on the knees. Feel the mat fully with your fingertips. Get so present with the weight in your hands and start to move it forward so the fingertips, the knuckles are just as connected. The wrists lighten. In the same way with your feet, we'll move the weight forward by physically rolling up onto the toes. Feeling that whole mat
And as you soften the knees and press the heels down, lift the sit bones up. Feel the space of the back body. Keep pressing into the knuckles of the hand. 2 more. Inhale, glide the weight forward, lift the seat. Exhale, keep the seat lifted, lengthen through the back legs, root the heels down. Last one, in and out. Gently walk your feet up to your hands. Take your time. Notice the texture of the mat, the ease of the feet. Walk all the way up until your feet are hip-width distance. Turn your toes forward. Soften the heads of the shins. Move them forward to roll the weight. So you feel like your hips are rolling downhill, which might take a lot of softness in the knees. And for some of you, we'll be here for, kind of don't want to tell you, no, it won't be that long, but long enough that if you are tight in your hamstrings, and if you saw our little Instagram tip from Tuesday, just slide a block under your heels. Let the weight really come forward. Even if you are flexible, feel the space of it moving you forward. So many times we get stuck in our heels. We get stuck in the past. Let the same quality happen. The knees are soft enough that the hips can lift up. The weight rolls forward. From your knees, press down through your feet. And from the backs of the knees, all the way up, almost like you can wrap, pulling a cape up around your hips, rolling it forward into the back, and then hang, catch opposite elbow. Bring your armpits close to your knees and find space for yourself. As you feel the support of your belly and your ribs on your bottom, on your legs, can you release the breath broad and wide into the hips, into the lower back, into the back ribs. Notice the sensation that arises here as you stay with your breath. Keep letting the weight pour forward to the fronts of the feet. If you have a blanket under your heels, remove the blanket. Notice what's possible. Can you still create that quality of downhill, of gently rolling the weight forward? Notice the broad, steady space in the feet, and perhaps even rock the weight from the shins, rock the weight forward, and the thighs, rock the weight back. So you feel that space where you are so present in the entire foot. One more generous breath in. And exhale. Bend your knees. Deepen your seat back and bring your forearms on your thighs. Support yourself to give yourself a chance to find neutral here. Perhaps a little cattail. Puff it up. And instead of worrying about sitting the seat back, notice instead spring. Come forward like a little sprout, sprouting out of the seed of your pelvis. Let your spine lengthen and creep forward. So you feel the heart emerge, the head emerge. Bring your hands onto your thighs, press into your feet to rise up. As you're here, nice, easy space. Instead of looking at the screen, which is probably down, look forward. Allow yourself to really see out into the horizon. Huge, generous breath in and out. Lift your arms up. So there's a space for us to stand in all this uncertainty, and that space is standing at our centers. Find the same energy of your feet. Notice if you've gone to the back or the front. Find the center, pressing your feet to lift up tall. And exhale, soften the knees, pour all the way down. From here, step your right foot back. Find a lunge, exhale. Notice the quality of the shins. Inhale, here,
Press the right shin forward as you root the left shin back. As you exhale, lift the belly up.
Coil. Inhale, get long.
Exhale, coil. Coil in and lift. So notice the strength in your belly and your ribs. Last time, inhale. Exhale, coil. Lift the bottom ribs up. Then sweep the arms to the sides. If you need support, bring your hand on your thighs or inhale and reach up. Come back to your lunge. Reach the arms up. Exhale, slow, easy. Let the arms come back down. Bring your left hand to your left thigh. Bring your right hand to your right thigh. Sit deep into the pose. Coil the back leg in. As you coil the back leg in, find the space to lift and ascend out of your pelvis, and then press and extend out of the back leg. We sweep both arms up, inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down. Take your time, step back, high plank. Bring your knees down. Knees down, soften the elbows, pull the hands back, draw the heart through. Knees down, upward facing, all the way down onto your belly. Make a pillow for your hands, bring your forehead onto that pillow and gather the bottom ribs in. Find the space to support. Bottom ribs are supported and lifted from your core. Pelvis is rooted down and the sit bones are extended back towards your feet. From here, take your time, baby cobra. Keep your hands and forehead together. Lift up, find the space of support from your core. Back feels long. You can breathe all the way down and then swing your arms back to where they would be for cobra. Place the hands down, inhale, lifted cobra or upward facing dog if your body's ready for it. Exhale, bend your knees, tuck your toes, and find a deep crease in your hips as you lengthen back. Full breath in. Exhale. Take your same right leg. You could just step it forward or lift it behind you. Find the extension. And exhale, step forward for lunge. Bring your right shin forward, press the left heel back, inhale. This doesn't work with your fingertips. The hands could come to the inside or hands could be on blocks. Exhale, coil in and up. Inhale, expand, make space. Look out to the horizon. Exhale, coil in. Yay! Last one, inhale, expand. Exhale, coil in. Now find that coiled strength. Hover the fingertips up if that works for you. If not, put a hand on the leg and find the length. Reach the tail back. Find a stable base through the legs, and then from the belly, coil up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, ground the hands down. Bring your right hand on right thigh. Curl left knee in. Find the alignment. Wrap outer left hip forward and then reach up as you press back. Both arms join back up. Inhale, find new space. Horizon. Exhale, reach forward to the horizon. Giant step. Left leg joins the right. Forward fold. Soften the knees, get the weight fully in the feet. Utkatasana, squat down, reach up. Exhale, come to stand. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, Utkatasana. Sweep down, reach the arms up. Exhale, stretch forward. Try to let the armpits come all the way to the knees as you find your fold. We started with the right leg last time using the left. Inhale, step the left back. Exhale, go directly to your lunge. Find that coiling space. Reach the arms up. This time catch opposite elbows. Find the space. Draw left sit bone forward, left knee forward. Soften right leg to find stability. Draw the right hip forward. And as you're here, notice if your sit bones are squeezing together. Mine totally are. Widen. Press powerfully long and pull yourself up. Find the space, that little sprout of your spine growing up. You're following Beth's Thursday Ayurveda posts. Spring's the time for sprouts, but you get to be the sprout too. Feel yourself emerging. We've been in so many spaces, like I can't even tell you, right, how many spaces we've been in these last 40 days, but there's this emergence, really learning to create yourself from the center out. Maybe you stay here, or maybe burn your heart open. Press from the back foot to feed your spine up and out. Come forward. Bring the hands down. Plant through the right hand. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw your elbow to your heart and your hand to your heart. Move to the inside. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep it back. You stay there. I'm just going to move so you can see me. Exhale, reach arm up. And then bring it to the inside. Can you feel where we're going? Like, oh yes, it's coming. Bring your hands to the inside. Turn your fingers forward. Back knee down. From your shin down, lizard pose. Now, sometimes we really get into lizard like crouching tiger style. So see if you can find the space to lengthen from the front body. Lengthen and move forward. Yeah, beautiful. And now, notice where your left hip is. Draw it back and see if you can feel the left hip widen to 9 o'clock. Yeah, right hip widening away to 3 o'clock. And from this space, move yourself forward, pulling the front body long. So find the way for your front body to emerge. Can you guys see that? So easy to get into like crouching lizard way back here. So fingertips draw the front body forward to emerge. And then walk your hands over to the right and turn your left toes out to 10 o'clock. Walk your right arms over to 2 o'clock and make space. If you happen to have a block or a book to put your hands on, this might be the space for it, but really lengthen and make space in the hips and the ribs. Take your left hand, put it on your thigh, and press the left thigh away. Now, again, horizon. Send your gaze all the way up to the horizon, and here, maybe the heart comes up and follows the gaze. Use your left hand on your thigh. Got your left sit bone moving to left knee. Use your hand on your thigh to open up the inseam. Lengthen from the front body. Soften the back. One more breath in. Exhale. Gently come back out. Come to the center. Knee to knee. Walk your fingertips forward. Tiny pulsation here. Lift the back ribs. Puppy dog or Anahata Asana. Keep the support in the back body. Your arms are strong and supporting you. Let the heart melt forward. Forehead might touch the ground for some of you. Your throat or chest may come forward, but find the space that works. One more breath in. Exhale. Curl through. Come on to your forearms, forearm plank. Totally optional to have forearm plank. You could have your knees down or modify in any way. And the subtle pulsation. Find that coiling action in. Take an inhale long. Exhale, coil in. Inhale long, tail back,
Arc forward. Exhale, coil in. Bring your thighs down. Sphinx pose, inhale. And then liquefy your Sphinx. Allow your spine to flow from one side to the other. Make space and come all the way down. Make a pillow with your hands. Bring your forehead to the hands. Easy breath in. And out. Bring your hands to either side of the chest. Choose cobra or upward facing. And then bring it back. Bend knees or roll over your toes. Take your left leg to the sky. Step your left leg forward. And find the lunge. I'm totally having a mental thing because I'm mirroring you, so hopefully I have the right leg, and I have no idea. So let's see how this goes, my friends. Inhale, step all the way to the head of the mat and forward fold. Utkatasana, squat down, inhale, reach up. Bring your hands to prayer and stand. Inhale, Utkatasana, sweep down, reach up. Forward fold, bow down. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back for lunge. Find the dialing in. Inhale, reach forward and up. And if for some reason it was the opposite like last time, do the opposite. Catch the opposite elbows. As you're here, find the space. Shift the weight way forward into the right sit bone. So you can feel the right heel grounded and connected and the right big toe mound down. Then shift backwards on the left. From the space of the hips, soften the back knee, your left knee, so your left hip can root forward and lengthen up out of the spine. You may stay here, lift up, and just find the space, looking to the horizon, or your choice, wrap the left ribs forward and find the heart lengthening back, opening the front body. One more breath in. Exhale, come forward to frame. Root the left hand down. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, sweep it back like you could touch your back leg. Inhale, reach it up. Draw the elbow down and in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open it back. Reach up. Draw it in. Bring both hands down. Bring the back knee down, modified lizard. Turn your toes out. Your right toes out, go out to 2 o'clock. Walk your hands over. And again, you could use the block, stretch your arms long, but find space, especially to move forward. Yes. Really lengthen and make space. Create long, easy space in the body. And notice the breath. Can you breathe all the way down to the pelvis? One more easy breath in. Let it come out. Exhale. Come back to the center. Knee to knee. Walk your fingertips forward. Move through your connecting vinyasa. Move forward onto your forearms for a little or a lot. Bring your pelvis down. As you inhale, broaden the heart. Lengthen through. Could be cobra, could be upward facing, wherever that is. Exhale, come back down. Make a pillow for your forehead and your hands. Rock the hips right to left.
And you may remember at the beginning of class, we did lots of fun hip circles. You're thinking probably, if you know me, like, where is that going? Good news, we get to find out. So grab your blanket, your pillow, whatever your prop is. We'll be moving into pigeon pose. And find some nice, easy space for yourself. So however it works for you, I'm going to move this in just slightly, to bring your right leg out for pigeon. And typically in a pigeon, sometimes we have our right leg right in front of the hip. So for this pigeon, we're going to go with the knee wider than the shoulder. So find the space to bring the knee wider than the shoulder. And this is where you might want to, I'm going to adjust this down so you can see down a bit, where you might want to have your props. So not necessary to have props. If you choose to have props, you can bring blocks underneath your fingertips. You could have one block. You could use your thigh and a block to find space. Same thing that we worked on earlier. Dial right hip out. Sorry, friends. Dial right hip out to 3 o'clock, left hip out to 9 o'clock. Walk yourself forward a little to start. Lengthen from the front pelvis. Make space. From this easy space of the front pelvis, walk forward and then walk your hands over to the right. So you'll notice this is very similar to the start of lizard. Take your left elbow, bring it in front of the right knee, make a fist, wrap your right hand around, press down, and again, pull out. There's this tendency to get stuck, really getting stuck in the situation, getting stuck in what was. Can you lengthen yourself forward, move out of the basement, move out of the hips, out of the pelvis, and like spring, emerge. Let the tendrils of new growth come out of the hips. As you're here, maybe send the gaze forward and allow your heart to spin around, opening up, making space. Lengthen to the back of the heart, lean the heart back. Walk yourself around to the other side. So extend forward, walk out over to the left. Long space, draw the heart forward, make space here. Bend the left elbow, put the left elbow in front of the knee. Wrap the fist around and lengthen. You'll notice the left hip kind of wants to go way up and back, so wrap the left hip forward to 9 o'clock and widen the right seat out to 3. Lengthen forward, lean back. Now from here, some of you are like, okay, ready for sleeping pigeon. If that's it, then go for it. Or I invite you to try left hand down, sweep back again to the right. Bend your back knee, catch your foot, and press your foot back into your hand. So find a space to lift and lengthen. And bow and arrow, like as you pull back, you might feel yourself coming up on top of yourself. Once you have that space, you may feel naturally this arising of the desire to draw your right ribs forward, to dial them back around to the center. If that's there, take your hand, point it down, and maybe your left hand joins your right as you pull back, lift, and make space. Finding the space to really emerge and lift up and lengthen. Rooting down, lengthening up, arising inside. Shift your gaze again to the horizon. The only thing of which we are certain right now is that nothing is certain. And that doesn't matter. We can stay here and create our own arising. Gently release over onto your left hip. Release the leg around. And from here, just a little drive-by, maybe not quite a drive-by, but your choice. So depending on your hips and your body, choose whatever is the opportunity for you. So you might be choosing double pigeon, sometimes known as Agni Stambhasana, fire log or ankle to knee pose, or you can wrap all the way around for Gomukhasana or cow face pose. So for me, Gomukhasana is much, it's a little bit easier. So I'm gonna go do the other one. But this would be Gomukhasana. You can stay here upright or you can come forward, and I'll be over here in the one that you can almost see by this wonderful angle of my crisscross legs. This is the opportunity. So wherever you are, find this quality of the spine and where you're almost right where we were at the very beginning, breathing down and up, widening the sit bones and making space for ourselves. Notice any tipsiness. It's really common to tip over to one side of the pelvis in both of these poses. So if you're in Agni Stambhasana, just make space, breathe down and wide, find your seat, and lengthen forward. From the front body, open up and make space. Yes. Notice what happens for yourself when you encounter sensation. Can you keep space and spacious awareness for yourself? What can you do to build your own seat, a space in which you can be confident and you can be present? One more breath in and out. Take your time, come back up. We're just gonna stay in it. So take your bottom leg out, untwist. You want to take a moment to just, whatever it is that you would like to do, we're going right back into it. Left leg forward, bring the right leg back, and bring your knee wide. Make space for yourself. Draw the hips wide, and notice that quality of left hip over to 9 o'clock, right hip dialing to 3. Use your fingertips if you want to root the sit bones down into the mat. Press the top of the foot down. And then pull the front body forward. It starts all the way down at the pubis. Lengthen the front body so the back body can be soft as you move forward. Walk your fingertips forward, using space here. And then take yourself over to the left. Lengthen both arms. Find that long supportive breath all the way down to the base of the pelvis. Breathe deep for yourself. Notice where you might not have sensation. Bend your right elbow, anchor it in front of the knee, make a fist, wrap your fingertips around the fist, press down. Feel that quality, push down. Notice as you push your hands together, can you feel as well even the quality of your shins, firming your legs down, widening the base of the pelvis to let the whole spine move forward. The uncurling like a fern, emerging. Lean back, heart rests deep into the bottom ribs. Back through the center, walk your arms forward, go to the other side, anchor the left elbow, wrap the top hand around, press down and find long space. Feel the opportunity always, this pulsation of the universe. We move in and out. The breath is the guide. The whole body does the same thing. Feel that quality on the inhale of arising, expanding. On the exhale, the energy dialing into the center as the breath moves up and out. Okay, come back up. And again, opportunity. You might be like, alrighty, time to melt down into pigeon, or take your left hand back, look for your foot to catch it, activate your foot into your hand. Notice from the foundation, root back, pressing down. Find the rising, that innate rising. Draw pubic bone forward. Let the arm get pulled back. Expand, expand. And if you can feel the left ribs, that urge to turn forward, take your hand, take it over the top, wrap the right hand behind, and maybe turn the ribs and hips forward from the base of the pelvis, rising inside. Easy breath. Can you get it all the way down? If you're clenching your teeth, which is sometimes what I end up doing sneakily, relax your face, relax your jaw. And then gently, wherever you are, if you're down on the ground, come back up, release, sit over onto your left hip, glide the leg around, and choose. So if you were in Gomukhasana, you'll be in Gomukhasana again, or you were in double pigeon, you'll be in double pigeon again. It's like so different from one side to the other. Find the energy to draw the breath down and deep into the pelvis. Widen the seat. And move. Allow yourself to move not from the back body, but from the front. Lengthen and emerge forward. Emerge out of the seat. Feel how the earth itself, the earth of your pelvis, widens with your breath to allow you to deepen into the pose. Every time we get to move into our bodies, there's this opportunity at the center of ourselves to really dial in. Notice what's here deep buried in the hips. Can you allow the tenderness and the compassion of your listening instead of the sharp edges of your judgment? Being in a sensation without labeling it and just observing. What happens when I draw my breath down? What happens when I'm right here in this moment? Gently come back out. Yes, good news. Release your seat. If you have a blanket, use it. If you have a block, use it. Bring your feet to the front. Come all the way down onto your back. And if you happen to have a block, you can use it on, I would say medium or high. We'll be in a supported bridge pose. So in just a moment, first things first, Dvipada Pidam. Lift your hips up for bridge, lift your arms up. And as you stay suspended here, let the arms come back down. Feel that ease and roll through the spine. Inhale, arms up. Keep the arms up. Exhale, traction the spine down long. And then inhale, come into the pose that works for you. If you'd like to, supported bridge. Bridge can go on medium or perhaps on high or on low. There are really no wrong answers, I find, with bridge. Find the ease and softness in your hips. And if it works for you and you would like to have even more of an inversion, you can draw your knees up and just let your knees come over your hips, nice and easy and sweet. And there's a space of pressing the thighs, choosing where the thighs are. You can feel it in the back of the neck as well as the lower back. As you release the thighs away from you, there'll be this wonderful point right before your core totally kicks in, where your lower back and neck are nice and long. So choose, it's actually back further than you think. Many of us adjust to the front of the hip joint, closer to our eyes. Press back to find a space where the lower back really can release. And if it works for you and your hamstrings say yes,
Viparita Karani, waterfall pose. And that same quality, though, of letting the lower back be long and easy, letting the breath drop deep. One more generous breath here. Bring your feet back down. Lift your hips up. Now, opportunity. If you are ready for Shavasana, go for it. You could be in Shavasana with your hip, however you choose, really just long and steady. But also, there's a nice space in the front hips that if you're ready for a forward fold, this could be really wonderful. So find the space deep in the hips, roll weight forward, and if you're in Shavasana, just be in Shavasana and let your awareness drop inside. If you're taking a final forward fold or Paschimottanasana, you can have a block between your legs and the same quality, lengthen forward from the front and feel the same continued space of length in your lower back. Drop your forehead onto the block. Put the block someplace where you can find rest. So if that means you have like fists stacked on top, go for it. But find that the back bend in this forward bend. So the front body really lifts long. And if you have your blanket, maybe you're shifting the blanket underneath your seat. So you could really allow that downhill space for the pelvis. And here may be the most opportune time to find a low, slow breath. Perhaps even counting. Breathing in for 5. Feeling the pause at the top for up to 5. And exhaling for maybe even 10 counts. If you are more mobile and you do have the back bend in the forward bend, you can really drape your body long over the legs, but feeling it come from the front of the body lengthening. Even put a block in front of the feet to hold onto the block to give you a longer line. Relax your neck. As the neck relaxes, the lower back has more permission and freedom to do so. Feel permission to go deep inside. You may find yourself staying here, and this is your home practice, so give yourself permission to do what works. You could stay here inside. For those of you who are in Shavasana, you could stay in Shavasana. You could be in this very long forward fold or come to Shavasana. And those of you who are ready to emerge from your rest, your cocoon, take the time to gently let yourself come back out. Nice and easy space, slow and steady. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Curl your knees in, place your feet to the ground. Curl over onto your side. Press down and come sit up. When you're here, you can keep your eyes closed. Find the difference, the distinction in your hips. Front to back, right to left. The pelvis wide and steady. Inhale, reach your arms up. Gather your hands to prayer at your chest. Deep and generous breath in. And let it out, exhale. Notice in this space where so much is changing, the constants, the ability that we have to get back to the center of ourselves, the heart of ourselves. Thank you for your time today. Sometimes this class is more solar, but it feels like rainy and drippy, so I felt like it was a good time to open your hips.
Please let us know if you have any requests for types of classes or things that you want to do in the future. And if that was like way too slow and you're pissed, let me know. All the good things. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your participation, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Our leadership, we're here every Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. We also have classes Thursday nights from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. And our leadership program for Cornerstones begins next Saturday. So looking forward to seeing you, sending you so much gratitude and love for being here, and we'll see you soon. Thank you so much for your time.